This is Immigration Attorney Parviz Malakouti from the Law Office of Parviz Malakouti. And in this video, I want to talk about what might happen after a marriage-based green card interview. So somebody marries a US citizen or a green card holder. They apply for legal permanent residence, i.e. a green card, and they go to the interview. Fast forward to the interview. Now, most people think that when they go to the interview, they're either going to be approved, which is obviously what they hope for, or denied, or possibly the case is going to be held for adjudication and they'll get a letter telling them whether they're being recommended for approval or denied. And all those things can happen, but also an occurrence that's not uncommon is that sometimes you can get a request for evidence after the interview. So request for evidence from USCIS is a letter, and just as it's named, it's asking for evidence. It could be asking for evidence of bona fide marriage. So it could be asking for the couple to provide joint bank accounts, joint apartment lease, joint lease of a car, joint health insurance, a life insurance policy taken out by one with the other as beneficiary. That's all evidence of a bona fide marriage. You also could be requested to submit other evidence, a missing birth certificate, a missing previous marriage certificate or divorce decree, etc., etc. Request for evidence can also ask for a legal argument. So not asking for documents, it can also ask you to show or prove why, under existing law, you actually qualify for the benefit. So request for evidence can really ask for anything that's related to the particular case. A lot of people who go to the interview, applicants that go to the interview, they're caught off guard when they get the request for evidence after the fact. They expect that this is something that would have happened before the interview if it happened. But like I said, it's not uncommon for it to happen. And in this case, if you're somebody in this situation and you've gotten this far in the process without a lawyer, if you get a request for evidence after the marriage-based green card interview, now is a time to contact a lawyer, a licensed immigration attorney for a consultation, and possibly hire a lawyer to actually represent you in responding to that letter. Because you've gone far along in the process and you definitely obviously want to get the approval. And if you don't get the approval, if you get denied at that point, you're going to have to start over again, okay? Which is obviously going to be a lot of lost time, lost money. And then of course, if there's a work permit at stake, a longer period of time where the applicant is unable to work legally in the United States, okay? So request for evidence after the the marriage-based green card interview, not uncommon. That's an important point that you want to contact a lawyer. That's something that we handle in this office, Law Office of Parviz Malakouti. We handle marriage-based cases, among other types of cases. And even if you've gone through the interview by yourself, you can still hire a lawyer at that point to help you with the rest of the process. So if you have any general questions about a request for evidence that might happen after the green card interview, put them in the comment section below. If you have questions about your particular situation, click on the link below, book a paid consultation so that we can get together one-on-one on Zoom or telephone and talk about your particular facts and what might be done in your situation to make sure that you get an approval. Well, not necessarily make sure because nothing's guaranteed, but to increase the chances as much as possible of you getting an approval. So that's it. Happy New Year to everybody out there.